don't have to overthink and overplan.
Yeah, but don't you think that would free up and maybe you'd do a better job with the commission piece if you maintained that attitude? I'll bet you would.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's kind of working that way. The commissions
Sure.
I've done,
Yeah.
I'm penciling in first, but I'm still working like this is. So knowing that I can go back and erase if I have to, I'm penciling it in and then just going back and inking it, but it's still working the same way these are, except for with the pencil rather than with the ink. It's loosened things up.
Wasn't that originally going to be a library?
It was done this, well, yeah, what I had originally planned was for me to start doing this, and I told people if they wanted, throw something into it, and I'll work it into the drawing. And it seemed the further I got into it, the less people wanted to touch it. They were all too scared. They didn't want to be the one to mess it up. So, which, yeah, I'm glad on one hand, but I like the chaos element. I would have liked to have seen what would have happened if people would have thrown stuff in there. Chaos.
Hey, Roger, so since you love all this chaos,
Uh-huh.
you're stuck a lot with your pencils and Sharpies and things, have you ever considered making something crazy like one of these with multiple materials that are very cool?
As in doing like multimedia projects and things? Actually, I have. And one of the things I've been doing is taking drawings that I've done, scanning them in, cutting them apart, and then putting them back together digitally. In fact, the show poster, if you take the poster and go around the show, everything, all the art in the poster is something hanging up in here that was cut apart and reassembled so that it all became one cohesive image, but from all these different images. You got another one, yes?
I was on there. I was, I just think it was kind of funny you said that, like, just like these pieces, you started like loosening up and just attacking it. But it's like, you know, my time here that I've seen you work at a speed and at a detail level in just small chunks of time that to me is insane. So I mean, I feel like you pretty much have been this kind of like very clear on what you want to do and how you draw it, even back then, but.
The difference is, there's always been that looseness, but I lack the patience to work anything finished like that. And now, it's just the opposite. Not only is the patience there to finish these pieces, it's become an obsession to finish these pieces if they're working out. If it, I'll know within a few lines if it's not going to work out. So it's either going to be, I do this much, I go, yep, or that's it, I'm gone for days.
A lot of your illustrations transfer over to printmaking really well. Are you gonna, after this, are you gonna continue to still do prints?
I like doing the prints. I don't see me ever really pushing this stuff too far into the prints, because I like doing the prints as a zen to get away from the regular drawing. But I would like to probably do some of these as like a gliche. Is that the correct pronunciation? Gliche prints, which are high-end digital prints, because some of these pieces I also have color versions of that only exist digitally. That would be really nice to transfer in to a color print set. And so you have the black and white originals and then color prints. Pat?
Those figures over there, like, kind of came out of left field. That's some of my favorite work that I've seen you do. Are you gonna explore that anymore?
Absolutely. I like working in sculpture. And I like working in the vinyl toy area, looking on that size. So I'm actually not only going to keep working with the vinyl dolls like this, but I'd like to start making some. There's a underground art market for resin toys, where people will do sculptures and cast them in resin and sell those. And I'd like to do a full line of that. In fact, there was a graphic design project I did once that I still have saved that I want to work into it, where it was a fake cereal box based on Cthulhu, and everybody who knows me knows how much I'm into Cthulhu. But the back of it had these toy line that was supposed to be in the box. And so what I'd like to do is print up the boxes, make 100 of them, design and make the resin toys of those figures on the back, and sell them as a set so that the toys are inside the box and then the box is signed and numbered and then shrink wrapped. So if you buy it, you get the figures, you get the box, and then if you choose to take it out of the original packaging, well, look, in the original packaging, $17,000. Open, $6.
You don't need a job.
I don't need a job.
No. That sounds great.
Don't open the Necronomicon.
Don't open the Necronomicon. Shh.
Do you ever have any points where you feel insecure about your work?
Oh. Oh, did I ever have? There was a meme actually that went through the other day on Facebook that pretty much sums up being an artist. It's one half completely egotistical, maniacal, I am the center of the universe, combined with complete, crushing, crippling, depressing self-doubt. And anybody who knows me, like everybody was asking me before the show, are you ready? Before the show, no, I was falling apart. Now I'm fine. And after the show, I will probably fall apart again, but that's neither here nor there. Or actually, that is there. But once the hat comes off, then I'll panic again.
Well, now we know. If you're having trouble with swinging the hat, this is his hat on Saturday. We know how to handle your moods now.
Anybody else? Hey, again, thank everybody for coming. Eat more, have more food.